You are looking at the license plate of this man, who died on 5/25 of 2020. Little did we know that this would lead to something, a turning point in American history. This morning I went to conclude a video in relation to this man leaving the White House and not returning for a second term. And little did I know I would go back to this, which to me allegedly is the beginning. You see, because I've been decoding this moment since it began. And I believe I finished cracking the code today. You see, possibly this license plate is Joseph Robinette Biden. Joseph Robinette Biden. The vehicle is a Mercedes 320. And then it's 026. My spirit led me to believe that this is February 6th. So, this is the car, the police car, that this man died under. 320. And his vehicle is 320. What are the odds? I have come to the conclusion that this is the end of this man. It's the end of 2024. I've been teaching that the 24 speaks, and the 24th letter of the alphabet is X. Joe Biden's reign ends in 2024 because he has completed his objectives. It is the end of an era of destruction. 46 is destruction. He is the 46th president. And is it a coincidence that he died at 46 years old? And I've been teaching also that this man died on 36 and Park. Park comes out to P-A-R-K, comes out to 46 in the Gematria calculator. P-A-R-K. I want to show receipts as I go because it's very important. .46. The 46th letter of the alphabet, right? Well, Park equals 46. 46. Now, I wanna step back and I wanna say something here. I want folks to understand that in this end of the era, we gotta reflect that life's seasons and cycles, that everything has a beginning, that is, it has a starting point. What makes a starting point? If I am correct, that his rule and reign will end very soon. He will not run for office again. I submit to you, allegedly, this is the starting point. Joseph Robinette Biden, JRB, February 6th is the clue. Now, I want you to see something. February 6th is on the license plate. And the day that this man died was 5/25 of 2020. 5/25 of 2020. The difference is 3 months and 20 days. 3 months and 20 days. Now I want you to understand something. The 320, he was driving a 320. The police car that he died up under was a 320. I believe I broke the code. The 5 C's, I believe, went to work this morning. Clues, codes, colors, confirmation time, conclusion. This man won the nomination on November 7th of 2020. He was inaugurated on January 20th of 2021. 11/7 of 2020 is when he won. Inauguration date is 1/20 of 2021. The difference is 2 months, 1 week, and 16 days. This should blow your mind. Because the 216th day of the year is August 4th. It's deep. From the day that Joe Biden won on the vote against Trump, 11/7, to the day he was inaugurated, placed in the office, where he swore in that Bible, August 4th is 216. Barack Obama was born August 4th. I pray you are getting this. It's deep. He beat, that is, Joe Biden beat Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump is 78 years old right now. Happy birthday, Mr. President, yesterday. But 4 years ago, he was 74 years old. Why is that important? The day Joe Biden was elected, 11/7, the day he was put in the White House, inauguration, January 20th, the difference is 74 days. Trump was 74 years old at the time that not only when Joe won in November, also the day that he went to the White House, Trump was still 74 years old. 74. And Trump was 74 years old when he lost. Here are the numbers. Joe Biden won 306 to 274. I'm sorry, 306 versus 232. The difference is 74 votes, Electoral College. Trump was 74 years old at the time. Do you understand? These are mathematical improbabilities. I'm breaking the code. 306 versus 232 is 74. What are the odds that Trump would be 74 years old at the time? 74 people. And from the day that Joe was elected to the day he went to the White House is also 74 days. Come on, man. Now, they're talking about getting rid of old Joe because he's done his service to destroy America. Listen.
Biden will pull out of the presidential race according to J.P. Morgan. Not anybody. This is J.P. Morgan saying strategist Michael Sembalis predicts, he's a strategist at J.P. Morgan, that President Joe Biden will withdraw from 2024 presidential election race between Super Tuesday and November due to his low approval rating of 37% compared to Donald Trump's 59% in terms of handling the economy, as well as concerns about his age, with 71% of pollsters considering him too old. Michael, the strategist, foresees a significant boycott of driverless cars, especially.
Let's listen to Mr. Forbes.
President Biden's supercharged State of the Union address a few months ago quieted talk among Democrats about forcing him to drop his bid for a second term. But the quieting was only temporary. The continued, painfully obvious mental decline of our commander-in-chief has revived widespread public speculation of his withdrawing. A few observers think that this might be the political equivalent of a head fake, lowering expectations for his upcoming debate performance against Donald Trump.
Why all this now?
If you look through history, but I think the amount of activity amongst hostile nations in our own hemisphere is probably at a level that we have not seen in many years. And if you look at how the governments of this hemisphere are constituted now, most of them are more aligned with the Russias and the Chinas, unfortunately, than with the United States and the free world. And so I think it is problematic. I think that history has shown that these bad actors, they respond to strength, and they're deterred by strength. They are not going to be deterred by weakness. They're not going to be deterred by confusion. They're not going to be deterred by a president wandering around aimlessly at the G7. They're going to be deterred because they know that that's not somebody that you want to mess with. So we're failing as a country with the deterrent capability, and I think it starts at the top with the President of the United States.
Do you see the pattern? But look at the top. Our rescue. Our rescue. Whose rescue? Our rescue. Got to read between the lines because they speaking. Our rescue. 46. Joe Biden, the destroyer. Wordplay. Allegedly.
I think the Democrats are far too strategic, and they're far too used to winning, and they enjoy winning far too much to take a risk with Joe Biden. And I know they took a risk in 2020, but when we look back at the debates in 2020 and we look at when he was newly elected, he was in far better shape then than he is now, and he was slipping then. So I don't think they can possibly.
Did you hear what she said? He was in far better shape. Listen.
And I know they took a risk in 2020, but when we look back at the debates in 2020 and we look at when he was newly elected, he was in far better shape then than he is now, and he was slipping then. So I don't think they can possibly take that risk. I do believe they're going to swap him out. I also think that when it comes to this first debate, we need to actually raise our expectations of Joe, because us counting it as a win if he's able to sit upright and complete a sentence is giving him far too much credit, because then he'll claim a victory just like he did after the State of the Union, because he was able to get through it in one piece.
Look,
The Biden administration is...
Now, I said he's a destroyer. One of the last things he's doing, allegedly, he was just in Saudi Arabia, close to finalizing security treaty. We've been protecting Saudi Arabia since we made an agreement with them over 50 years ago. Remember, I just did a video yesterday about that. And this gentleman made an agreement or decided to go, looks like he's going to BRICS. And they're not going to be utilizing our dollar, which is going to help destroy our economy. Do you understand? One of the last things that this man allegedly is doing, or this happened under his administration, this partnership will continue in terms of them. We're supplying military. We've always done that. The difference is now they will not buy our bonds, and money will not come in as it used to, which will weaken our economic base. Our dollar is in trouble.
Is close to finalizing a treaty with Saudi Arabia, committing the US to defend the Gulf nation. This treaty aims to encourage diplomatic ties between Riyadh and Israel, according to a Wall Street Journal report citing US and Saudi officials.
Now watch this. This here should make you cringe, because remember, she said something. Let's hear it again.
Back at the debates in 2020 and we look at when he was newly elected, he was in far better shape then than he is.
He was in far better shape then. I want you to look at something. I want you to look from here to here. And then look from here to here. This is a mind blower, people. She said he was in much better shape 4 years ago. Well, I found the tape from 4 years ago. It was talking about tax policy. I told y'all he was fake. Look from here to here. What in the are we looking at? Look at this. Look at this. Put it in the comment section. We have been had, allegedly. I showed you the numbers. It all began allegedly here. This is when it all started. I believe the license plate is speaking. It's speaking. JRB 26 26 to the day that man died. The difference is the 320 Where's my 216? Here it is here. January 20th of 2021, he was sworn in. 11/7 is when he got the nomination with the vote. The difference is 2/16. And 2/16 is August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. But again, it all started here. 2/6 versus 5/25. And now we're here. Because everything has a past. It was fake then and orchestrated in the past. And 4 years ago, when you look at his face, you tell me what we're looking at. Do you feel me? Now, he functioned better 4 years ago? Okay. Listen to him.
Is there certain things that you have to right the market a little bit here. And the market is that if you have all the tax breaks, essentially all the tax breaks, all of the benefits flowing to the top 1/10 of 1%, there's never been as great a concentration of wealth, including going back to the Great Depression,
right,
ever. And so one of the things that worries me most about that, John, is not just the political, the economic impact on people who are hard. The middle class is getting killed.
Treasury Secretary Mnuchin today said that he opposed it.
And his neck ain't no better. So, is it AI? Now let's look at this. When we take January 20th of 2021, the day Joe Biden was sworn in, versus his birthday coming up 11/20 of 2024, the difference is exactly 46 months. He's the 46th president of the United States. 46 also is code for destroyer. His madness will end. But here's the deal. He's tied at the hip with Trump. Trump won November 8th of 2016. This is Cain and Abel with a twist. That's why the difference in the Electoral College back in the day was 306 versus 232. The difference was 74, which was Trump's age. So, if you take 11/8 of 2016 is when Trump won against Hillary, versus 12/8, Leave the World Behind. The movie came out. It came out on December 8th of 2023. Barack Obama consulted in that movie. So if you take 11/8, the day that Trump won against Hillary, versus Leave the World Behind anniversary of 12/8/2024, the difference is 81. 8 years, 1 month. Who's 81 years old? Joe Biden. They're tied at the hip, people. I conclude my summation. Tell me what you think. Is any of this stuff real? November 7th, 2020, January 20th, 2021. These are the corresponding dates. What are the odds? It comes out to 2 months, 1 week, and 6 days, which is 2/16. And 2/16 is August 4th. And just so happened that the orchestrator of all this madness was born on August 4th. I am Fred Shaq Pearson. If you love the work, do a thumbs up. Please share these videos. God is utilizing me, as you can tell. It won't be long. They're going through their functionality. Joe Biden is the destroyer, and Trump is the illusionist. Ain't no making America great again. Only thing we can do is hold tight until Jesus comes. And that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to endure to the end. I will try to do it live later on. God bless you.